Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a very quick video. I just want to talk about an issue that started to appear in UK and in Europe, and it is a killer caterpillar. So I have to say I wasn't really aware of this, but I did receive an email from Rachel at Successful Garden Design where she made us aware of this new caterpillar that came from the southern Europe, so places like Portugal and Spain. It was already quite prevalent there, but it also now started to appear in UK. And as I live in UK and we got our new puppy as well, I wanted to also spread this in between you so you can again pass the message on, because it is quite important not only for our pets but as well for children. And so these caterpillars are called the processionary caterpillars or the pine and oak caterpillars. So this problem has been quite prevalent in the south of Europe for some time, and it was mostly spread on the pine trees. But it is now spread into UK, and in UK it is mostly habitating the oak trees. And as I said, it is not only irritating to our dogs and cats, but it is also quite irritating to humans, especially children. And so what it is, basically, they are very, very hairy caterpillars, and they release their hair, especially if they feel threatened. And they can be inhaled or even worse, ingested. So you don't even have to kind of come in contact with the caterpillar because it also appears in the air. And so as I said, you can either inhale it or your pet, your dog can just lick their paws once they've been in contact, and in that case they ingest it, and it is quite fatal. So in Spain and Portugal they usually are their worst in February and March, but can also appear as early as December through to the end of the May, when they drop out from their pine tree nests. And in the UK, the worst months would be May to July, but it's more likely to be, as I said, from the oak trees, and they are much harder to see than the pine tree ones. And whilst the oak moth or the processionary caterpillar is mostly prevalent in the east and southeast of England and London, most likely they will spread throughout the UK. So I just want to raise the awareness, really. So me as a garden designer, this is quite an important information. So I most likely will not be planting oak trees and pine trees in the garden just to prevent this from happening. And people that already have those trees in the garden, I would really suggest for you to properly inspect them. They are visible as they kind of go around the tree. Their leaf kind of like a little cottony, silky trail behind them with also the hair attached. And their nests are quite visible because it is literally like a huge kind of cocoon. So yeah, the good thing is that it is quite easily visible, especially on the pine trees. So what to do if your pet comes into contact with these? Obviously take them to the vet as soon as possible, but Rachel also says that she's heard about some other kind of quick remedies that you can do up until you take him to see the doctor. So apparently the heat helps to destroy the toxin. Some places also recommend pouring hot water, but not scalding hot water, with salt onto the affected area. And some other places also recommend getting the homeopathic remedy Apis, which is said to also help prevent anaphylactic shock, and administer it immediately. Please note that these are not the cure, so be sure to take your beloved pets to the vet as soon as possible. And I know it's not the best idea, and I hate the thought of it, But maybe the best thing to do is actually put a muzzle around your dog's mouth when you go out for walking, and you do want to prevent this, because there are some really nasty cases of dogs swallowing the whole caterpillar and having like their tongue amputated as well. So please be very careful. I really don't want any accidents to happen to your furry friends. And yeah, maybe also a very good thing is to keep your pets on the leash whilst you are walking them, especially in those months when they are prevalent the most. And the last thing, the Forestry Commission would like our help, and it is up to us to obviously raise the awareness, but also help them to treat this. So there is a portal for tree alert on the Forestry Commission. So if you do spot this deadly caterpillar, please report it. And obviously I would really advise for you to research this more into detail, and definitely do become familiar with the side of the caterpillar, because not all of the caterpillars are poisonous, but this one definitely is, and we do have to do our due diligence. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this was really helpful, and if I help to prevent even one case from happening, I'll be very glad. Please consider subscribing if you haven't yet, and also like this video, and it would be really nice for you to share it as well, so we spread the message more and more. So be safe, keep your pets safe, and I'll see you in the next video.